What is going on, you guys? We are back out here with another video, and in today's video I thought I would do a roast my Instagram for you page, because there's kind of a few different views about Instagram. You know, is it the future? Are we all just wasting our time? Should we all go to another platform like TikTok or Vero? I don't know, but I thought, you know what, let's roast my Instagram feed, and yeah, hopefully we should make for some entertaining content. But with all that said and done, let's get into it. Alright, so I've just pulled up my Instagram feed page. I think it's called Explore. Sorry, I said for you, I meant Explore. Same difference, right? So I've just put up my Instagram Explore page. I think this is kind of like the funny thing, right? Is that there's just some such random content on the Explore page. Like I barely even use this myself. It's more, I only really use it to search. And I think it's like part of the problem with Instagram. But anyway, let's jump on in. So basically, let's click at this one. So we have these guys just driving through this place with all the balloons. I'm assuming it's probably in Turkey. It kind of looks a little dark. Maybe they're trying to balance the exposure, or maybe that's kind of the vibe they were going for. I'm not too sure. But a classic reel, you know, sort of living that hashtag best life on Instagram. Classic. Let's go to this one. So Lightroom. There's a Lightroom tutorial, I guess. That's actually pretty handy. Alrighty, let's continue on. So. Classic drone shot of a peninsula, somewhere in Western Australia by the looks of things. Again, a little bit underexposed. The water's kind of nicely exposed, I guess, but I think in the background over there, the water could be a little bit better. But I guess that's okay. Let's continue on. All right, we got this video. Yep. Okay, cool. Classic Explore kind of video, probably chuck a FPV in there, right? Okay, well, I was mistaken. I thought that was going to be way longer. Alrighty. Alright, so I got this one of New York City. Again, looks kind of underexposed, if that's kind of what you're going for. Maybe just my screen. Nope, it's at full brightness. Cool. Looks completely underexposed. I guess that's the vibe they were going for. Probably would have been a little bit more exposed just to get a bit more detail in the foreground background, but I guess that's the kind of look that they were going for. Let's have a look at this one. This one's kind of cool. Kind of reminiscent of the kind of like Windows wallpaper back from like Windows 98 or something, or Windows XP, I think it was actually. Pretty minimalist, I guess. The whites kind of seem a bit overblown, but maybe that's the look they were going for. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look at this one. So it's a picture of the car. Again, you probably could have painted the car a little bit better. The Milky Way, I'm not sure if that's legit. It seems very low, but if it is, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think the car could have been painted a little bit better. Like even just putting the flashlight on it would have been like so much better. Like you could have had a bit more detail in the car. Maybe that's how they wanted it to look. Alrighty, so let's have a look at this one of the California street. Pretty classic shot, I guess. Could have probably opened up the shutter a little bit, had the cars like a little bit blurry. The cars don't really add much value to it. There's a bit of dead space in the image, but I guess that's the leading lines going down towards the horizon, or towards the beach, I should say. Yeah, kind of a bit plain. Could have been executed a little bit better. Let's go to this ocean reel. So I guess they're just showing the editing, which is actually kind of cool. I'll give you that. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that one. That was actually pretty cool. Alrighty, let's scroll a little bit further down. Again, I don't even go down this far when I'm not using it normally. So like this is like out of my comfort zone. Like I barely even scroll like half a scroll, let alone 2 or 3 scrolls. Alrighty, so let's have a look at this one of some rock pools. Okay, so maybe they've used some sort of grad filter because it seems like the sky is quite dark, or maybe it was shot at like a sunset or sunrise. Because to me, it seems like maybe the grad or maybe it's a variable filter actually, variable ND, or maybe they just put a vignette on it. That looks kind of like to put a vignette on it maybe. So you know, I guess it draws attention to the main set, but yeah, it would have been nicer if it was all kind of properly exposed. Like, is it just me, or are these images just going to seem like they're underexposed? And I don't know. Let's continue on. Alrighty, so we have this shot of the mountains in Iceland. Pretty classic kind of shot, I guess. I've seen a few of these similar shots. Again, seems like it's kind of underexposed, and the sky is overexposed. I don't know, how hard is it to get exposures? Maybe that's just a single exposure, but you know, if you're gonna take this, I want to do a multiple exposure where you expose the sky, so it's nice and sort of colourful because it kind of just seems washed out there, and then want to do exposure for the foreground or for the midground, so that you can at least get the colours in the hills a little bit like boosted up, and you can kind of paint it in that way. But I don't know, maybe they had a minute to take this and they had to run, so who knows. But yeah, I feel like that could have been improved upon there. Not too sure. Let's continue on. So let's have a look at this building. Okay, pretty kind of standard. Just showing buildings. I guess it was at night. Again, seems a bit underexposed, but it's kind of hard to do that with drones, just because you obviously got the lights from on top of the buildings, and you got the lights coming from like the streets and whatnot. So it is kind of hard to shoot. It looks alright. The first shot does look like a little bit crooked though, but whatever works for you, right? Let's continue on this scroll. So we got one here of a natural looking lake. I guess it's far away. You do have a bit of a loss of highlights or kind of contrast, I guess, in the rocks there, where they're a bit further away. And the trees look a bit weird to me, but again, I'm not too sure what's going on there. But again, you probably could have just bumped up the contrast or bumped up the exposure a little bit, and it would have just made a bit more colourful shot, or even put like a grad ND or grad filter on there and bumped it up that way. And yeah, so you could probably paint it in the exposure a little bit better. But that's just what I would have done. So a picture of this girl walking down this beach. Classic kind of adventure shot. You know, pretty kind of cliched, but you know, gotta live your best life on Instagram, right? Alrighty, let's have a look at another one. So we have a picture of the opera house here. This is pretty nice. The trees in the foreground are out of focus. Looks alright, kind of frames the picture nicely. Let's have a look at the background. Oh, the bridge isn't too bad actually. I'll give you that. I could probably maybe done a long exposure, make the water nice and silky smooth. That's probably what I would say. But yeah. Let's have a look at this one. Oh wow. So it's like a video of the water exploding. I wonder how they did that actually. That's pretty crazy. Wow, that's pretty intense. Oh, maybe it's like a VFX. That makes sense. That's pretty cool. I don't have anything bad to say about that. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look at another one. So we got a picture of some waterfall here. Again, it looks like they got they have the vignette on it. Didn't realize people still use vignette, but that's cool. I guess it kind of draws your attention more to the center of the image, which is, you know, it kind of works. Again, it probably would be nice to have a bit more of the sky in there, but I guess you're trying to draw attention to the waterfall, so that's alright. It does the job. Let's have a look at this one of the autumn trees. So, the black's a little bit crushed, but I guess you're just drawing attention to the trees. So, super vibrant. Person's just out of focus there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, pretty cool shot. I'll give you that. Let's have a scroll down. Man, there's some random stuff on Instagram, honestly. It's just crazy. Let's have a look at this one, actually. It's pretty cool. Okay, so it's a picture of the... I'm assuming this is some sort of digital art. Let's have a look at her profile, actually. Okay, yeah. That's actually pretty cool. I like that one. Let's have a look at this portrait. So 2014, it's just documenting his last few years, I guess. And his experience, that's pretty cool actually. First shot's a little bit, could probably painted him a little bit better. But let's do one more, make it good. And let's have a look at this one. Okay, so what's with a weird border on it? There's a weird border on it. What value does that add? I don't know. Like, why not just zoom in, make it like this? Or, you know, just, especially if you're gonna post on Instagram, just make it like the crop when you export it. So the left-hand side of the image kind of seems a bit underexposed, and I get that, you know, you're drawing attention to the sunset and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, why not just make it a little bit more even on the left-hand side, because it just feels like the right-hand side is super, super bright, and then the left-hand side is like super dark. Let's have a look at it full frame, so it's on like a scroll, carousel I should say. I guess it looks better in the bigger format, but again, it just seems like all the exposures over here, and then all the underexposures over here. So, well, sorry. Well, anyway, that has been me roasting my Instagram Explore page. I hope you've enjoyed. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.